Hill-Ton fires Foxes to 400. After the first day of play, the Foxes found themselves in a decent position. That was largely thanks to 100 from Evans. The hosts had struggled to find inroads, only 4 wickets taken, and the score 264 for 4 at the start of day 2. Evans had gone late on day 1 and was replaced by Swindles, but the Leicestershire keeper couldn't emulate his colleague, out LBW to Higgins for 5 early in the session. But despite the loss of Swindles, Leicestershire found their way to 300 runs. But there was more to come for the Foxes, specifically another 100 for Lewis Hill. A little dab for a quick single got him to his ton, a great knock that had showcased patience and intent, 15 boundaries helping him to the total. Ben Mike was now at the other end, and he joined in with Hill. Their partnership was soon worth 50 runs. They took the total to 350, but that would be the end of the road for Hill. His innings was at an end in spectacular fashion, off stump removed, and he had to go for 121. That left Leicestershire on 362 for 6 at the end of the morning session, just 2 further wickets lost, and almost 100 runs added. They kept up the good day. Mike came down the track and fired Smith to the boundary to reach a half-century shortly after lunch. But he'd lose his partner. Parkinson deceived by Smith, out LBW, looking for the leg side boundary. Wright seemed undeterred. He came dancing down to Smith, the fences found, and 400 on the board. Mike couldn't get any further. Unable to get out of the way of a Shaw delivery, he began the long walk back before the umpire had even raised the finger, out for 54. Shaw had another in the same over. Klein's stumps left all in a heap after a wicked Yorker. Wright was undone by Worrell. His delivery too good, the top of off stump found, and Leicestershire all out for an impressive 421. Evans had set the tone with his first day 100, but Hill emulated the Foxes opener with a century of his own. Mike lower down the order also caught the eye. Worrell finished with 5 for 79, the most potent of the Gloucestershire bowling attack. The reply didn't get off to the best of starts. Wright had Brathwaite trapped in front early on, gone for 9. They'd add 33 for the loss of the wicket when they reached the tea break. Dent and Bracey took them to 50 after the resumption, and they kept going. The pair have so often been crucial for Gloucestershire, and so it proved in the evening session. Before long, they were in the 90s, and Dent's important performance was rewarded. 50 runs scored off 71 balls, and a difficult start looked to be dealt with, but he'd lose his partner, Bracey, out LBW to Parkinson for 27. And then Dent was out soon after, caught behind for 53 off the bowling of Wright, and the door left ajar for the Foxes. Cobain was Wright's next victim, out LBW for a duck. Lace and Higgins made sure that Gloucestershire would reach 3 figures. A change in the bowling paid dividends. Klein found Lace's edged. He was pounced by Harris and out for 4. Wright had the dangerous Higgins out LBW for 5, and Gloucestershire were threatening to collapse in a heap. Hankins and Smith denied Leicestershire further headway, first frustrating, and then taking on the Foxes' attack. And the pair would play their way to the close, still together at the end of the day, with the score 176 for 6, trailing by 245.